Hello everyone, my name's Botanist Cool. Today I'm going to show you guys a project we're going to be working on in the near future. This Warforged title that y'all voted for on Discord. Now, I bought this a little while ago, and I don't plan on doing this. This is pretty... It's not... I'm going to change up that color quite a bit. I think that's going to be different. But when I got this... it came stapled and stuff, so, pre-opened. So, cool. Great, I love to hear it. That's awesome. Anyway, let's put this to the side for now. Love to see it. Alright. This is gonna be a Warforged Titan, and I have some ideas for it. I know I kind of have ideas of what I want to do for it. Big old chunky robot. I've been doing a lot of robots recently, specifically BattleTech, but still, you know. I still have to get Onbu done, but I did want to get this as well. This here is the WizKids, you know, Warforged Titan. It's actually looks really cool, and I quite like that. So on the bottom here you don't have a lot of detail. On the top you have enough detail for sure. Nice flat surfaces to get the metallic paints on. Pretty good surfaces. They're actually very smooth and easy, I think. Like, these are not gonna be bad surfaces to really work on. That could be cool to be like half biological, but no, that's those are springs. I could like pretend that they're muscles, they're not. What I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking about this. I do want to do this. I really like, there are a lot of small details here, like you can see here, like little chips and what have you on the axe, and similar on the hammer over here. But what we're gonna do with this guy actually, and I think we're gonna do part of it now, just to show you guys what we gotta do, is we actually have to strip off all this primer, because this primer is really fucking thick, and I want to show you guys that process and show you guys like what actually comes with like stripping off the primer and how it works. So I got a whole bunch of isopropyl alcohol. I just poured it into a little cup. I just got it straight from CVS. I'm gonna soak my put some cotton there, cotton pods in there. Just see, you gotta let it kind of soak in a little bit before it starts coming off in earnest. But like, it's gonna soak in. Usually I would just put it in a small cup of this, but I want to see like if I can work it to the point that's like, hey, you don't need to waste cups and cups and cups each time you want to take off the primer of a mini. I don't know, you can just like put it on and let it do its thing. Giving a little test out, see if I can weaken these bonds easily enough, and I don't think I can. I think it will actually take me some partially submerging it, or at least really going at it with this cotton. Because what I did was, for the transgender dragon, I basically submerged it in a big like laundry basket kind of thing, and I used $15 of isopropyl alcohol. And I don't want to do that again. I want to see if I could get any of it off. Start letting it kind of sit on there for a little bit. I know it's about like I know you have to wait a little bit, but you could even already kind of see it starting to come up a little bit. Oh yeah, it's definitely coming off. You can see that. Like, look at that. So there's a clear difference. There's like a gray and then there's like a white that's basically rubbing off immediately. But yeah, you just gotta basically go through all of this, because the primer's not great on WizKids products. It can get quite gunky, and it doesn't stick very well. Yeah, you can very clearly see it here. This area down here, full of primer that we're just gonna like take off real quick. Oh, that saves so much alcohol too. Saves so much alcohol. I literally had to take off so much paint Yeah, so you get there's a pretty clear difference. I bet we could even I could even show it down here. Yeah, you can see that coming off very clearly. I can feel it in my hands. Yeah, I can feel it in my hands, getting all painty. Ugh, getting all primary. Yeah, you could actually hold on. I should probably get like, oh, come here. Actually, have a little. Get big stuff out of the way. See how much nicer it looks after this. It's like this area I've already seen a few more details, a few more bumps and ridges. I'm not expecting that to be like, you know, super obvious. Because like not every bit will be super obvious. But what I am expecting is areas like here are gonna be a little bit better. Areas like here will be better, a lot better. Because that's what happened with the dragon. The dragon just got so much better after I got all that primer off of it. Ugh, it was nasty, y'all. There's a lot of detail right here I definitely want to get out because I'm going to want to make that glow, I think. So let's see if I can get a little bit more of some Q-tips. Never use these in your ears. Remember, don't shove things in your ears. Bad idea. Do not do that. Do not shove shit in your ears, y'all. Your ears self-regulate. Yeah, you can literally see the paint going to fill in those cracks because I'm just washing it off. Overall, I really like this mini though. As a design in general, I'm really digging it and I cannot wait to paint it. I'm going to be priming it in black or brown. I'm not sure yet. I actually just got some black primer though. It was running out. So, I think I'll go brown actually. I want this to have an earthier feel. Yeah, you can see just how much is kind of tearing off, like right there. Perfect. You can just see how much that primer's coming off. I've also when I've deprimed minis that come pre-primed, I've also had a few less issues with paint not sticking on, which is great. And what I want to see. Oftentimes you'll find when it's pre-primed, it's just dirtily pre-primed. It's not good. I only seen really WizKids shit pre-primed. So I don't know any other companies that do pre-prime, but priming on my own lets me at least choose the back color and how it's gonna look later on. It's good for your first few times. I mean, like my purple worm is pre-primed. It is not. I did not in any way, shape, or form unprime the purple worm. Which, if I got a new one, I definitely would. I would not be using the default prime on it. But yeah. These parts though, they have a little bit of a give. I'm a little worried I might accidentally break them. If I'm not careful. That's looking so much better, actually. A lot of detail does come out. Like it's not like super detail much that comes out, but a lot more detail comes out. The WizKids priming's just not great. I see you guys pretty well. I was very surprised, just as a fun little fact. When I went to Greece, I looked at the prices of sorry, what was I saying? I don't remember. Anyways, oh yeah, I was looking at the prices of minis in Greece, and the one thing that I thought was really interesting was Warhammer was a little less expensive than the States. We're not talking about a lot though. We're talking about like a couple euros, so realistically like a few bucks. But D&D was a lot more expensive. Like something that would have been 30, 40 bucks here was like 50, 60 bucks there. And I'm wondering, just because like maybe they don't get as much things from like China as the United States does. I'm pretty sure these are from China. I highly doubt they make them in the States. I highly doubt they make them in the States. I would be very surprised if they did. You see that very clearly over here? Primer just coming right off. See? Getting under there is going to be a bit of a... Hold on. I have used so much isopropyl in the past, and I'm so glad this is just coming off very easily. Q-tip. Some cotton swabs. Just nice and easy. I dipped the Q-tip back in. I also have a very old toothbrush. I've never really used it to brush though. I just kind of like also use that to get a lot of paint chunks off when I do stuff like that. It's just an old toothbrush I got like when I was going to a I was going on a trip. I don't remember where, but I already brought a toothbrush. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just keep this toothbrush in case I ever need it. And I never needed it. I just have a toothbrush now that I've never used except to like brush minis once in a while, so I could like dunk it in like isopropyl, just go right at it. Actually, that's working really good. Get all in between those little areas, like right here. Yeah, look at that. I actually use an electric toothbrush. My preferred. Oh yeah, there are. Okay, you might not be able to see it, but there are literally ridges on some of these tiniest parts over here. And I'm like, wow. These look like actual wires with these tiny, tiny fucking ridges. Oh my god, that's really cool. I don't think I'll be able to paint that detail later because it is so fucking small. But it shows you that, yeah, there's a lot of, there's some detail being hidden by all this primer. Is it a lot? I don't know if it's a lot, but it's... Is it gonna matter? I don't think so, because like I think that will be just be covered even by my primer. Even if I try to go really light on it. But it's just kind of like, yeah. Deep prime so you know what you're working with. And either way, it still is coming out a lot better. Even just the swords or the axes and the hammers coming out looking a little bit right here. Missed that primer here. there's still probably plenty of primer for me to go. I haven't been exactly dutiful in making sure I hit primed areas. My hands, I wonder what it is, like, too much isopropyl, your hands will feel a little weird. You gotta be a little careful. Too much isopropyl on your hands. Or paint. I'm guessing. Dries out my hands like no tomorrow. Let me get some of that, let me get some moisturizer. I will definitely be pin washing this thing though. I don't think I'll be doing or like localized washes like here as an example. I don't think I'll be doing a full wash on them. Oh god, there's some places here that there's some pieces here that like I'm having a very hard time doing. There's literally pieces like right here. Again, what I don't like about this is that one, it is pre-primed, and two, you can't get to the places you gotta get to. You can't take apart the mini, not without breaking it. I know now they have the ones you could like. I know now they have them all. They have ones you can take apart and stuff, but like that should be a default. They should be, in my opinion. Especially when you put so much work into the mini. I guess not everyone wants to build it, and not everyone's like that, so. Still, I feel like the fact that it's glued onto the base pisses me off. So like I can't get on the undercarriage without taking off the base, and not happening. You know what? I'm starting to realize my pile of gray is a little bigger than I thought it was. Like, my pile of gray is definitely a little bigger than I thought it was. I think to myself, yeah, you know, I have XYZ project, XYZ project, XYZ project. Oh shit, I still gotta do this project. Oh shit, I still got that project. Still gotta paint this one, still gotta paint that one, yada yada yada. I keep saying, you know, my pile of gray's not that big. It's fucking big. Yeah. Still got Tyranids to do. Still got Salamanders to do. I haven't finished that whole fantasy pack yet, either. Still got a few things to paint. But you know what? It's better to have a bigger pile of gray now because the minis have gotten a lot more expensive since the tariffs have gone up. Minis that were 19, 20 bucks are now like 25, 30 bucks. Lances have gotten more expensive too. Lances that used to be like 25 bucks for Battletech are now 40 bucks. I'm not saying I wouldn't get 30, 40 bucks of enjoyment out of them. Doesn't mean I gotta buy them. And you know they're not going to go down in price after the tariffs, you know? They're going to be like, oh, we still were able to sell as a few of them, so we're just going to keep them up in price, and eventually people will be able to pay more for them. We'll make more money that way. Is the UK is Battletech a UK based war game actually? Like I know Warhammer. Is Battletech? I don't think it's American. I know a lot of popular war games are from the UK specifically. Yeah, I still see some parts. I'm again a brand new Q-tip. I still see some parts further down that that the paint's gotten into the alcohol. That like right over here around the chin, bottom chin area. I need a good washing. How are we looking? Those look well and unprimed. Except for that one. That one. I wonder what the mini of the month will be next month for October. Maybe a brown primer would be better for this. I'm kind of trying to feel like maybe we get like an older rusted look from it. Maybe I can practice actually some damage like effects on here. Like rusted damage effects, like damage over time effects, you know? There's a lot of small detail I'm hoping to preserve when I prime it. I might not, but I'm hoping I can. Because this is a lot of corners as well to get in, so I'm gonna need to do like some very like kind of priming and you know, I'm gonna be hitting multiple areas at once, but at the same time I'm gonna be hitting multiple areas at once every time I want to hit an area. So like I want to hit this guy in the face, I'm hitting undersides here, then I gotta go down here and gotta go like a, you know, it's gonna be It's gonna be a challenging primer. I think I'm gonna actually have to wear gloves for it and put it in my hand to kind of prime it. I don't think priming it, just like keeping it down to like normal, is gonna be good. I think I'm gonna have to give like a whole thing's primer. I kind of want to make these stone. Like, I want to make these very stony. I know the cover has them as metal. I want to make these guys stone. Like, it's hitting those stone weapons. Really sharp stone weapons, while the rest of it's metallic. I think that'd be pretty cool. Every time I hear this song, I do kind of want to revisit World and try to fight Fatalis again. I've only beaten him once, and I don't think I've ever beaten him in sincerity. Not in the way that I feel good beating him. Like, yeah, I've beat him, but I've never beat him, if you know what I mean. There we go. Also, I've been getting a lot of shorts for Dungeon Meshi on my YouTube shorts feed. I've been like, yeah, I want to fucking watch that so bad. And I should. Those treasure bugs look delicious. It does actually have some damage here, like intended damage. The mini is not damaged. The mini is meant to recreate damage in its. I see a lot of lead belcher in this guy's future. Lead belchers, coppers. I do want like a copper bronze color actually on him. You know, I said I didn't want the back to be. I do want. Come on. Right in there, yeah. Practically ripping it to shreds, though. Alright. I'm gonna give it a quick little rinse. And then I'll show you guys. Alright, one moment. I'm gonna clean up the desk and I'll be right there. All right, so let's take a gander at this sucker. Let's give my hands a wash. This here, oh god, it's still very, very wet because I rinsed it with water too. Here we are. I am pretty excited for this thing. You can tell that a lot of it, there's like little tiny bits like in between here and in between here. But those little bits are not going to matter too much. Those are also going to be the hardest parts to paint. But in general, this is looking absolutely fantastic. And I am loving how this thing looks. It'll be a fun paint. I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm going to really, really enjoy it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, it's a little shorter than typical, but I wanted to show you guys part of the process that I don't typically show. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a good one. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye, everyone.